Okay, and now my all-purpose bag of awesome stuff. Let's see. Let's open this guy. You'll see everything here is in Ziplocs. Ziplocs are amazing, and you want to get like the freezer kind because they last. They don't rip, and just awesome for organizing everything. Okay, so what do we have in here? We have some duct tape. Small roll. Ended up using it quite a lot. For various things like patching up my wallet when it started ripping, or sometimes you got to patch up your notebook when that starts ripping, or like I was in an Indian train and it was like dusty and the windows didn't close, so just like tape them up. So you want to get a little bit of duct tape, a little sewing kit, pretty awesome. So on your buttons and in here, I basically had like somewhat medium-sized rolls of white and black. And then I happened to have this other one that had like a bunch of other colors on it, which was handy. And like little scissors and some needles and all that stuff. You can buy one of these things pretty cheap. Pretty good to have. A mirror, like an indestructible one, but whatever. Didn't end up using it too much. Probably get away without it. A lighter. I don't smoke, but you're going to want a lighter because sometimes stoves don't have pilot lights abroad, and sometimes you're in the woods and you need to start a fire, so lighters are good. Check this out. Spoon, fork, and this is serrated. You can use this part as a knife. Pretty sweet. Okay, this thing is amazing for when you're washing your clothes. It's a clothesline, but it has these places where you basically stick the edges of your clothes through, so you don't need clothespins. Okay, and it's also super stretchy. So it's small, it's compact, but it'll fit pretty much all your clothes, and you don't need any clothespins or anything. Pretty awesome. Stain stick for getting stains out as they happen. Super glue, didn't end up using this. Okay, for your nails. And last thing, safety pins. Also didn't end up using them, but maybe would have if the occasion had come up. Okay, we're done with this pocket. Onto the main area of the bag. Aren't we excited? Here we go. Okay, some light pants. Bought these in Bolivia. Had another pair like traveler's pants, but the zipper on those broke. So these replaced them. Good to have. Okay, the basic organization you'll see here actually is that everything that's sort of for the bottom of the body, like pants and shorts and all that stuff, is at the bottom of my bag. And everything that's for the top of the body is at the top of the bag. Because this bag opens up, it's really convenient to have an organizational system so that you don't have to like take everything out every time. You sort of know where things are, okay? On top, I also have some electronics, just a small bag of electronics. This is a universal power converter. This is pretty cool. It'll basically do everything that you need in a very compact package, and you can get one quite cheap on eBay. I have the power cable for the mini laptop and a charger for my camera. Okay, this is the laptop I had with me. It's an HP Mini. It was pretty great. I mean, it's up to you whether you take a laptop or not. The upside is there is Wi-Fi everywhere, particularly in the third world. It's actually more prevalent probably in the third world than in the first world, and you can use it for free generally, so it's great, and you can dump your photos onto your own laptop, surf the web, whatever you need to do, Skype with your family. The downside is, of course, you got to carry it and it might get stolen, but for me, it was totally worth it. I love this thing. It's tiny, it's cheap, worked great. Okay, what else? For dirty laundry, I use this wet bag, which is like a bag that's specially made for staying dry. So basically, it's not meant for dirty laundry. It's meant for putting valuables in here and then rolling it up, closing it so that you can take it in wet conditions, which I did do a couple times. But for laundry, it's also pretty great. It's compact. When you close it, things don't smell. Recommend it. Okay, swim trunks. These guys also can double as shorts if need be. You can probably look for some that are like that. Convenient. There's also some zippered pockets again on here for security. Pretty good and quick drying, of course. A travel towel. This is a full-size one, so it's actually quite a lot bigger than some of the other travel towels you can get. But the advantage is that you can, you can wrap yourself in it. You can take it to the beach if need be. It's pretty nice to have a big towel. Don't regret bringing that. Absorbs lots of water, much more than the size of the towel seems to indicate. Okay, socks. This is the Smart Wool I told you I was wearing. Freaking amazing socks. These are Cool Max socks. They're similar to Smart Wool. These are smaller, so they're like low cut, which is also pretty good for when you're wearing shorts. But not quite as good as Smart Wool, but definitely passable. Okay, a bag. In first world, I would keep food in here because you're going to want to travel with food to cook, because eating out gets expensive and sometimes boring. Right now, I don't have anything in here other than some tea bags. I always carry tea bags with me everywhere so that you can at least always have a cup of tea. I'm a big tea drinker. I don't know. Reminds me of home. Okay, a little pot. This is cool for if you're going camping, or I don't know, sometimes kitchens have bad stuff or they don't have anything, and at least this will provide you with something to heat your water and make pasta or whatever. Inside here I also have a plastic bowl and a plastic cup. Okay, so these are just like really basic camping supplies. I didn't bring a tent with me. I didn't do too much camping, but in New Zealand and stuff, you end up going out and you might stay in a hut, but you'll still want to have your own pot and things to eat out of. Okay, a water bottle, interestingly enough, probably not essential, because you really can't refill water very often in the third world. You're always buying plastic water bottles because you have no choice. And also, this one is not particularly smartly designed in my opinion, because the huge mouth on it, right? It's a wide mouth, which makes it totally impractical for drinking while you're walking or moving at all. In a car or in a bus, you can't really drink out of it either because it spills super easily. So I ended up just refilling plastic water bottles if I had to refill something, or just drinking out of them. So probably wouldn't have brought it actually. Okay, jeans. There's a big debate about jeans. I like them and I wear them. They're heavy, it's true. They take a long time to dry, it's true. But it's sort of the uniform of the world. You can wear them when you're cold. You can wear them for going out. They last a long time. You wear them abroad for the same reasons you wear them at home, basically, I think. Okay, underwear. You want to get like maybe 5 pairs or something. These are a polyester mix, so they're nice. They sort of dry quick. They don't smell quite as bad. You can get some cheaper ones than the ex officio that everyone raves about, but you can get some at Target that are pretty cheap. Or normal underwear pretty much works okay as well. Okay, 1 pair of dress pants. I think you should always have like 1 pair of decent pants alongside with your jeans, so that you can put them on with a nice shirt in case you're going to a nice restaurant or somebody invites you to their home or it's a holiday or something. So have a pair of good pants. These are also polyester mix. They're lightweight. Okay, this is also awesome, like long underwear. You should really get a pair of long underwear pants and a long underwear shirt, so that they keep you so much warmer when it's cold. Like, this base layer is amazing. Somebody stole my shirt at the end, or I think they just grabbed it by mistake. So I don't have that anymore. I'm gonna buy another one for my life back home, because in the wintertime I'm gonna start wearing it. It just makes so much of a difference. Okay, this is a sleep sack. I didn't bring a sleeping bag, but this silk sleeping sheet is amazing. It's really small. It's made out of silk. It basically folds out the same size as a sleeping bag, but it's obviously tiny, and you can use it when a hostel doesn't have any bedding. Sometimes they charge you for bedding, and you can say, no thanks, I got my own, or it's dirty, or you're whatever. You're crashing on somebody's couch. It's a really great backup thing to sleep in. Really comfortable as well. Okay. What else? A belt. This is like a cheap cloth belt. Very convenient though. Doesn't set off any alarms going through airports. Very lightweight. At the bottom here, I have a rain jacket. You want to have either a rain jacket or an umbrella. I don't know. I always assume it's not going to rain, and usually that works, but once in a while. Okay, in this bag I kept my flip-flops. Got these for like $1.50 in Indonesia. Obviously pretty essential for beach going. I also like stole from a hotel in Vietnam, or I think I could take it, these like really lightweight slippers, because I just feel really comfortable being in slippers and socks if I'm indoors. So up to you, but for me this was like a little luxury item that was also very small and lightweight. Shirts, you want to have, you know, 3 or 4 maybe pairs of shirts. They tend to sort of disappear. I lost a couple on my way and gained a couple. Again, if you can get a polyester or a polyester mix, those are a little bit nicer. They don't, you know, they don't take so long to dry, and you don't sweat so badly in them. They sort of ventilate you better. But you know, in the end, I ended up with a bunch of cotton, and it's not ideal, but it does the job. One of your shirts, you should probably have one that you can go out in. Again, wear with the jeans if you're going to a club. Okay, some warm winter gear. The most important is a hat. You radiate a lot of your heat through your head, so you want to get a nice wool hat. Got this in the States, or if you're going to like Peru or Nepal or Tibet or something, you can get cheap hats, obviously, in those regions as well. Gloves, got these in Bolivia, and they're great. Okay, I also have a fleece that you didn't see here, which is really nice and sort of an essential piece of your itinerary as well, or sorry, of your inventory. You want to have a fleece as your top layer, not too heavy, but keeps you warm enough. A bandana, this actually surprisingly ended up being pretty useful for things like when you're going up a volcano and there's sulfur gas, or when you're in an Indian train and there's sand blowing through, or you're going down a mine in Bolivia and you need to cover your mouth. Surprisingly good for all those things. Also as a really small towel if necessary, sort of a versatile item. Okay, and lastly there's this pocket here in the side. Here I had my inventory of Ziploc bags. It got a little bit out of control with a bunch of other bags at the end, but still useful. Some sun cream and bug repellent, obviously with DEET. I sort of got to a level of tan where I really didn't need so much suntan lotion anymore, which was amazing. And lastly, my money belt, which like I said, didn't end up using, but it didn't end up taking too much space in here either, so it just sort of hung out the whole journey. So there it is, that's it, that's the whole bag. It ended up being about maybe 12 pounds or something like that, not too heavy. The bag is like I said, pretty good size, and perfect for any adventure, almost. So good luck, have fun, and you can find details with links to some of the products with prices and things like that on my blog, which is go.borism.net. Take care.